one of their congressmen being credited as a hero this morning. Congressman and retired Navy SEAL Derek Van Orden driving in Iowa when he witnessed an SUV hit a semi on the side of the highway at full speed. He immediately jumped into action, rushing to the scene of the crash, where he found an 11-year-old boy who severely hurt his leg and wrist.
The boy had only minutes to live, but with the help of others who stopped, the congressman was able to use socks and seat belts and windshield wipers to fashion a makeshift tourniquet, stopping the blood flow and saving that little boy's life. That brave Wisconsin Congressman and retired Navy SEAL Derek Van Orden joins us now. Congressman, this is a remarkable story on so many different levels. Tell us more about what happened and also why you were on that road at the time you were.
You bet. My wife and I were driving down to be with family to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of our daughter passing. Our oldest daughter died of cancer 2 days ago. And as we were going down through Iowa, I witnessed this horrific crash and turned around. My wife asked me, it was so violent. My wife asked me what that was because it was right in my rearview mirror. I said, someone just died. It was that violent. So I turned around and drove up to the crash and was able to help this young man who was grievously injured. His lower leg was destroyed and his right arm was also grievously injured with an arterial bleed, and I grabbed some socks out of my suitcase to make constricting bands. And then as more people showed up on the scene, I asked for someone if they had a knife, and we cut away the seat belts, and I was able to fashion 2 tourniquets, one for his leg and one for his arm, to stop the bleeding. And I was just very thankful. I got to tell you what, this is an 11-year-old boy who was so incredibly heroic and brave. And all of the people that showed up there, the firefighters, the just passing civilians, the sheriff's deputies, they were just amazing. The paramedics that got to the scene about 10 or 15 minutes later were simply heroic. And I'm so proud to be an American right now.
Such a beautiful and touching and amazing story. It does underscore the fact that God truly works in mysterious ways. Congressman, would this boy have died if you and the others had not stepped in?
As in a very experienced combat medic, there is a greater likelihood than not that he would have passed away.
Oh, wow.
And again, I'm just incredibly thankful. And I walked into the hotel room. That picture you showed, that's our dog, Maple. I smuggled her into the hospital. Sorry, I'm kind of rolling myself up here. But, I mean, who doesn't like a puppy? And he was very happy to see Maple. And he looked at me and he said, thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. And I said, you're welcome, young man. And, you've got a great future ahead of you. I was able to speak to his dad, who clearly didn't know that our daughter had passed. And I said, sir, our daughter passed 2 years ago, and I'm very thankful that you don't have to share that experience. It was a very humbling moment with his dad.
Yeah, it certainly was. Congressman, what about the other people in the car? Did everybody survive this?
The mother is also hospitalized, but she was not as injured as badly as her son was.
Okay, well,
and so we're looking forward to full recovery for both of them.
Well, now you are a part of this family for life. And just to underscore what both of you are saying, the fact that you were on that road to celebrate your daughter's life after having passed away 2 years ago, and then able to save the life of another little boy. I mean, it's enough to just bring tears to your eyes. And like Todd said, God truly does sometimes work in remarkable and mysterious ways. And he clearly used you as a tool in this little boy's life, who I'm sure is going to do great things because of you saving him. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.